So I'll admit that I was not the biggest fan of You Season 4. Listen, I didn't think it was terrible, but I loved You Seasons 1 through 3, especially Season 3 when Joe becomes a suburban dad, caught in a neighborhood with Love Quinn. What a great season that was. And let me tell you, Season 5 returns to that glory, in my opinion. Season 5 delivered. You've got returners from the last season. Kate comes back, and of course, our title character, Joe. But Kate digs him out of this hole that he dug himself into. As we saw at the end of Season 4, she is now the CEO of her father's company, and she and Joe move back to New York. They live the rich life, and I love going back to the New York setting because it's a great setting to end this on. Since we were there in Season 1, I thoroughly enjoyed this season so much. You got newcomers in Reagan and Maddie, two twin sisters of Kate. One of them is trying to get the company, Reagan, and she is so good. Anna Camp, she does an excellent job as these twins, guys. Completely different personalities, completely opposite. You've got Maddie, who's bubbly and funny and cutesy, and then you've got Reagan, who is strict, no nonsense, and she is out to get the company. I mean, this woman is mean, and she is trying to get the company away from Kate. Really enjoyed that dual performance. And then you also have a new love interest this season in Reagan, who is played by Madeline Brewer, who also does an excellent job of portraying this new love interest who breaks into Joe's bookstore, but he hires her on, and then a little bit of love ensues, you guys. So you have an affair going on behind Kate's back. Joe gets custody of his son again, and things seem to be going well, but there is an incredible twist that happens this season. I cannot talk too much about it. Now, I can't say it enough. This was an awesome season. It returns to that glory of the first 3 seasons for me. The pacing is amazing in this season. Things just get crazier and crazier as the season goes on, and we start to see Joe dig yet another hole. This man is getting worse and worse with the killing, and it is starting to reveal who his true character is. And we've known all along that Joe has had some of these struggles in the earlier seasons of not wanting to kill, and, you know, especially when being married to Love Quinn, like she looked crazier than Joe at many points in the 3rd season. But we see Joe really start to learn, like I said, who he is. I really enjoyed also, there was another character, I don't believe he was in the last season, but Teddy was the half-brother of Kate and the twins, and he did an excellent job as well. Really, all around, the new characters, the acting was really, really good from all of them, and I just really loved how this season played out. I love the twists, I love the turns, I love the acting in this, and just the spiraling of what happens. Remember, this is the last season, so what ends up happening and how it all conspires is so creatively done. You know, last season there was a big twist that Reese Montrose was actually in Joe's mind, and I really was conflicted about that twist. But this time I really enjoyed what they did with the story. They really flipped it on his head. I did not assume anything that was going on, and maybe I sniffed out a little bit of things, but there was like a big twist in it that happened that I was like, wow, I did not expect that. You know, Joe, per usual, he kills on behalf of his lovers. That's another thing that happens here. I'm not gonna say who all he kills because, again, spoiler, I have a relationship with Netflix where they send me early screeners. Thank you so much. And I don't want to mess that up, so I can't spoil for you guys. But I will say this is a season of You that you can really look forward to. Again, it just returns to some of the roots of those first 2 to 3 seasons, especially those first 2, I would say. Really returns to the root of things, and we get mentions of Beck. Now, I'm not going to spoil anything with what happens there, but there is a lot of mentioning of Beck, again, coming back around to that first season. Really well done in that regard. But, man, Joe, I'll tell y'all, I watched the 4th season, and I thought, wow, this show really dragged on. Like, there was no necessity for another season whatsoever in another country. But when they brought it back here and they did this season, I see why. It made me really grateful that they made another season and then that they ended it here, because things just end very well. I really enjoyed this season a lot. There's also an incorporation of social media element in this one where there's like a league that's out to get Joe, which is so creative. I mean, you have this league that really wants to capture Joe and doesn't believe what the police have done. And let's be real, the police have not done enough to apprehend this guy. He is a worm. We've seen him murder on murder on murder, and it's like, how is he still getting away? We see the cage again, the return of the crazy, psycho, weird cage that he uses. Man, oh man, season 5 really does an excellent job of returning to the roots, introducing new characters who are very interesting, which season 4, there were a lot of new characters that, I'm gonna be real, some of them a little one-dimensional, some of them very one-note that I was just like, okay, didn't love. I love Kate's character. Glad they brought her back. And man, Penn Badgley does a great job as Joe, per usual. This dude is terrible. Terrible. Don't root for Joe, y'all. He's terrible. We also have the reincorporating elements of like people who are dead being seen by the people who've killed them. I really like that element as well. I think that it's an effective storytelling technique to really personify the grief and what they feel. But we start to see that Joe doesn't feel that, and somebody who doesn't feel that grief and feel guilty about what they do. And like I said, we start tapping into who Joe really is, and he starts to accept that he's got a thirst and a hunger for this. And it's crazy. I mean, as we dive even further into Joe's psyche in this season, we see that he has gone down the well. But y'all, season 5, in my opinion, delivered a great ending to the series with characters who are memorable this season, great characters, really good pacing, a story that returns us to the feeling of the first couple of seasons of and really wraps this series up with a great bow. Great acting all around, really great storytelling elements, and a screenplay this time that just feels believable. That just feels like it plays out very well. It feels like it was thought out really well. I know they tried to do like the murder mystery thing last season, but this one works more for me. It just works a little bit better. I wish I could say more though, y'all, but again, Netflix would not be cool with that. But I really liked season 5. And hey, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. If you're checking out this video after watching season 5, what did you think of those twists and turns, man? I love this season. Great season. And then the way it ends, you'll enjoy it. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And hey, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for your boy Leo Rydell. This is Geekly Goods, where we do movie reviews, reactions, and more. And we'll see you next time on Geekly Goods.